Hi Libras, and welcome to your August 2021 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky coming on to talk to you about your month ahead of August. I hope you're all feeling really well. We are getting so close to Libra season, kind of close to Libra season. We still have to get through Leo and Virgo. But I feel that you are really getting through something in the month of August. And while there might be a bit of exhaustion still coming from July or sort of an indecisiveness or not really knowing how to proceed, I do think that is completing in August. And by the end of August, you're going to be totally decisive and likely very at least a little bit clearer on what you don't want to do, how you don't want to proceed, and that should start to get really clear. I'm feeling as you're coming into the month of August that you are a little bit tested and challenged on the decisions at hand, and also kind of tested with long-term trajectory as well. Like, what do you want for many years to come? What do you want for the long run? You know, who do you want in your life for the long run? What types of energetic output do you want in your life for the long run? As usual in this reading, Libras, I'm going to just be talking about some intuitive messages I'm getting for you in the month of August. Then I'm going to go through the week to week, and we'll do an extended reading on Patreon. If you're new or if you like the reading, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the bell notifications. And yeah, let's talk a little bit more, kind of small interlude there, but let's talk a little bit more about Libra and the general intuitive messages. So you have the Sun and the Star and Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups upright. I love those four cards coming up upright. Then you also have three reversals. You have the Hanged Man upright too, but he's like reversed in the art there, so it's a little confusing. But you have three reversals: Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Queen of Pentacles. So something is feeling off potentially. Something is feeling unmotivated, something is feeling stretched out, something is just now winding up, and maybe it needed to wind up a while back. However, you have a larger majority of very positive experiences. I always say when the Sun and the Star come together, it can be like overwhelmingly benevolent. It can be overwhelmingly positive, okay? You can get much healthier with the Sun and the Star together. You can also become much more honest and vulnerable to your truth. Okay, there's some kind of truth coming through in the month of August. There's some kind of revelation for some of you as well. Like, I finally understand what role that person served in my life. I finally understand what role I'm serving in another person's life. I finally understand why this is hard or why I have this certain gut feeling, and now it's very clear. So there could be the follow through. Like, so you've had the gut feeling before, and now you have the proof. You had the gut feeling maybe in like April and May, and now in August, you get the proof. So I was feeling uneasy about this, and then the event happens. Okay. I was feeling really wonderful about that, and then like the promotion happens. Okay. Or vice versa. It can also go the other way. Like, I was feeling really uneasy about this, but then it ended up being a non-issue. Okay, I was feeling really good about this, and it ended up being a bit of a headache. Okay, so we have to pay close attention to that as well. It's a really good month. Maybe the best thing for Libra in August is just like measuring up your gut instincts to the turnout. Like, how did I feel about this situation, and how did it turn out? Also, there's a likelihood in August for you to relinquish something or to let some type of material control go. I could see some of you like selling houses, selling property, transferring of some type of value into another means is possible for some Libras. And if you are dealing with that now, I think that it's timely. You've got Nine of Pentacles, and then the Sun and the Star. So it's like a very good time to understand the value of what you have and what you're holding. And also it's important to know how you plan to move forward as well. Queen of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. I keep getting pulled over to that. So it seems like there is a part of you that might be going unvoiced, or a part of you that might be needing to flourish, but yet is being suppressed. And that is the most important thing to see this month, because this month will demand an honesty, and it will demand a truthful type of expression. So you want to really make sure you're not blocking your own natural expression, okay? Watch out for things like self-moderation, like not like white lies, or really feeling bad about something, but telling another person you feel really good about it. Like things like that are destructive problem signs this month. And there's a test of like, can you say something for what it is? Can you call a spade a spade? Can you know truthfully what you're involved in? And if you can, there is a very good turnout and a very easy reward that comes in, I think. So anyway, Libras, let's talk about your week to week. Week 1, you've got Queen of Cups rooted down by the Hanged Man. So first week of August, you're not really sure how you feel about something, perhaps. The Hanged Man says that you're really reflecting, and the Queen of Cups is about emotions. So you're asking yourself why you feel the way you do about something. You're asking yourself, why do I feel uneasy about this person? You're asking yourself, why do I feel really good about past tripping? Why? There's a big why factor coming up in the first week. And you can actually really spend some time in contemplation there in the first week, and you can meditate a bit and reflect, and even some solitude is good. Both of those are very solitary cards, so you might need some time to yourself, time in recovery, time in a detoxing space, perhaps, just to understand past cycles of exploitation is what came up. Okay, I kind of got veered off into a different direction by the energy. So exploitation is actually coming up as well to be healed from in the first week of August. So what does that word mean to you, and what cycles? Because Libra is one of the signs that can struggle with some type of exploitation. Okay, so that is trying to heal up as well. So whatever that might mean to you, I think that the first week of August is really opening up as a very powerful portal. Okay, and it's this portal energy has been here since right before the full moon in Aquarius, so like around July 21st, 22nd. There's a portal that's being gone through, and by August 10th, I feel that most people are stepping out. You know, that's going to be the second week of August, and second week in all of these this month's tarot readings is really, really powerful. Okay, so we're all kind of stepping into a portal of self-empowerment. You know, what is my purpose? What am I doing? And it becomes really painful here, if you might have noticed. It becomes very difficult, painful, and we want to procrastinate if we're not outputting in a way that feels purposeful to us now. So, you know, wouldn't it be great if we all had the confidence and the timing, the good timing to just do and partake in what is purposeful to us? Now here in August of 2021, and especially moving into this second week, first and second week of August, I can see that there's a need also to secure and to stabilize. So maybe you have to keep up what you're doing. Maybe even if it's not like the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Like if it's kind of like a neutral zone, it might have to stay for a while to provide you the foundation to think about what you need so that you're not, you know, threatening your stability or anything. But yeah, first week, August, is about contemplation of past and contemplation of what was too harsh. Self-forgiveness and even forgiveness to others is perhaps indicated in a way to move on. And then in the second week, Sun rooted down by 9 of Pentacles, beautiful, beautiful combination. There's a coming of age, there's a healing, there's also a monetary reward for some of you, perhaps like a selling of a house, perhaps an inheritance, perhaps some type of promotion or bonus comes in. It's a flowering, it's a cultural sort of flowering for Libra, like your own personal culture, and that beginning to flower, that beginning to grow even more starts to happen in the second week. So it's kind of polarized compared to the first week. You know, the first week is so quiet and contemplative and reflective, and the second week is so it's also quiet to a degree, but it is more warm, it is more growth oriented. What do you need to grow in the second week? What needs to get stronger? What is easy for you? What is abundant and what is hard? What also needs to be illuminated? Okay, the sun is about not having darkness, it's about casting away the shadows. So what needs to come to light? Okay, week 3, you've got the star rooted down by Queen of Wands reversed. So there is a questioning on the previous expression. So what you've previously been known for, what has made you popular before, because the Queen of Wands is about the expression and how we express in a active, fiery way. That's in reverse. So I feel that Libra's kind of like, well, I think that, you know, I'm ready to express in a different way, or I think that I'm ready to create in a different way in my life. And the star is opening that up, like new forms of creativity, also healing of the body, hydration, balancing of like diet, balancing of environment as well. Are you in a place that is healthy for you? Are you mentally and emotionally allowing yourself health, permitting yourself health? I notice this strongly right now that some people just won't allow themselves an easy time of it. Just want to make this very difficult. A want to make things more difficult than they have to be is very prevalent right now. So we can kind of choose as we're going through some of these tasks or having turnover right now, whether we want to feel like we're suffering and feel exhausted through it, or whether we just want to sort of enjoy a challenge in our lives. So that is definitely good food for thought right now. Okay, and in the fourth week of August, you have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, rooted down by Ace of Wands reversed. So I'm seeing a stagnation. Okay, I'm seeing a high level of commitment to the degree that you might be skeptical of trying new things, meeting new people, trusting new environments. There might be such a need to maintain or sustain or create a pattern that you might not even look to the side or look to new things. I feel that that's not great for Libra right now. I think that in the fourth week, you want to offset this with even like a new hobby or a new way of building income, building material well-being. Queen of Pentacles is about material well-being, hardy things, strengthening, enduring ties, and things that are always, barring any catastrophe, going to be there for you. Okay? The solid, sturdy, loyal stuff. That's in reverse. So there could be a test of loyalty. Even in relationships, I could see some Libras wondering if loyalty is there or not. Okay. And I'm also seeing that with like investments or any type of investment of time or money, that you might question the stability of it, or you might need to think about that. Okay. With Ace of Wands reversed, rooting that down, this all is more about you than it is about anybody else. Like, you might think that the relationship is about this other person that you're in a relationship with. You might think that your investment is about the company that you're investing in. Of course, those are parts of it, but I'm seeing that it turns back on you, or that we have to actually look at why we were attracted to this person, or why we thought that this was the right place to invest. You know, like the Y factor. Again, it's the month is ending just as it began, with a Y factor. Okay. And it's interesting to me, the symmetry between the Hanged Man and Ace of Wands reversed. It's a very similar artwork, isn't it? Like, he's hanging from his leg in the Hanged Man reverse, and then the Ace of Wands is being held by the hand upside down. And then we've got the Queen of Cups upright and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this looks like maybe even a total switching, or a total transference of some type of emotional / material investment in your life. Okay. So in layman's terms, what does that mean? Okay. So I'm seeing some people like sell property and invest that elsewhere. I'm seeing some people end a relationship and begin a new job, like replacing these bonds, these energetic bonds, with other things, having a transference, like Aquarius, right? Because the star card rules over Aquarius. We have Jupiter getting back into Aquarius this month, Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. So it deals with pouring water from one container into another is the symbol. So that can be seen in any aspect of life for a Libra right now. I think like you could be taking the money out of a property and putting that into some type of investment, or even into some type of better way of life for yourself. Okay. You could be pulling your time out of something and placing it into something else. Although more important than these types of considerations with it deals with choosing to participate in self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay? Because I do this, that means this forever. Beware, okay, of hyperfixated mentalities. We've got a lot of fixed energy in the sky right now. We've got Jupiter and Saturn in fixed signs. We've got Uranus in fixed signs, and we're going into a fixed season of Leo. I would find the happy medium of everything. So knowing what needs to be set in place for a really long time to be safeguarded, and careful about making long-term commitments more than they have to be too. I'm seeing some people sign up for too much right now as well. Because it is true that with all this fixed energy, that it's very possible to create something that's like so status quo for such a long time. But I also think that you can create, and it almost feels like with all this Aquarius energy, Pisces energy, that what needs to be created is not so much a status quo of your own life. It's more so a state of freedom or a state of shifting expression, as to not bind yourself down too intensely. Okay, it's kind of hard and it'll mean different things to different people, but I think that Libra is super protected through it. I think that the only thing to worry about is making things more or less than they are. Okay, so you have to be very clear on how important a relationship is, how important an investment is. I'm feeling this to be a little bit off for a lot of Libra people. That's just what I'm feeling energetically, just a little bit. You might think that a sum of money has some type of high value while the relationship is not well contributed to, and then long after a breakup occurs, you can't find the value of that relationship until like a few years later, but it's not reconcilable at that time. Like there's a lot of that kind of thing, and then all that money never meant anything to begin with. So be careful about too cliche of a valuation system in your life. Like, ooh, sums of money, that's valuable. Money, worth, yeah. And then like getting so caught up in like greed that you have no, like maybe your family or your children's lives, they're like growing up really quickly and you're spending all this time thinking about like fiat things of life. So try to not get too swayed by matters of like fiat, again, whether that's like money or other things in life which aren't as valuable as we make them out to be. So anyway, Libras, let's talk more about that in your extended reading. Thank you so much. I hope you had a great July, and I'm wishing you guys a great August. It's going to basically be really good for you. You just have to understand what needs a change, what needs a switching over, and ultimately, I think that you are getting some type of a great gift this month with the sun and the star coming up. It's like your health could get to such a great level in this month. So congratulations with that. But yeah, let's jump over to Patreon for the extended. You can click the center of your screen. It will also be linked below. We'll get a central theme and supporting themes to understand more about what's coming up for your sign. Let's do that now. Much love, Libras. Have a great month. Bye.